What is up everyone, it's Alex here. This is your stimulus check, second stimulus check and stimulus package update for today. Before we get into the video, I want to let you know that you are amazing, and if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and sharing it on social media. Also, I want to thank every single one of you for the feedback that you are leaving in the comment section, and I'm hearing you, and I want to thank you for letting me know what you want to see in the upcoming videos. And I just want to let you know that the stock market updates are also coming in the future videos, so stay tuned for that. Alright, I promised you yesterday that we are going a little bit more in depth about the skepticism and the discrepancies about the second stimulus check and the next stimulus package. So here we go. To set up the context, we know that President Trump and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin are both in favor of a second stimulus check, and both of them seem to be in favor of a non-targeted second stimulus check. The House of Representatives, controlled by the Democrats, is also in favor of a second stimulus check, and the House is also in favor of a non-targeted second stimulus check, considering their proposal and the draft bill that was passed by the House of Representatives that included a second stimulus check that's more generous even than the first one. Now, it seems that there's some division within the White House about the second stimulus checks. Larry Kudlow is skeptic of sending payments to as many people as they did during the first round of the stimulus checks. And he would like to see a more targeted approach of sending stimulus checks to only those who actually need them, to those who lost their job and are in need of a second stimulus check. It also appears that some White House officials are not as happy about the fact that the savings rate went up after the stimulus money were passed and distributed from the CARES Act. And they don't realize that the fact that the savings rate went up doesn't mean that the people did not spend their first stimulus check, but because many of the people that received the stimulus money, either through stimulus checks or through unemployment benefits, had their income increased because now they were staying at home, they were receiving more money than since they were back at work. And of course, since they had more money coming in, the savings rate went a little bit up. So it doesn't mean that the people did not spend their first stimulus check. Those are the two main arguments: the fact that the savings rate went up and therefore we might not need the second stimulus check, and the fact that the second stimulus check should probably be more targeted to those who lost their job and are actually in need. But the thing is as follows: Larry Kudlow said in an interview that he would like to see a second stimulus check to the people that lost their job and are actually in need, but continued to say that this is mostly speculation on his part, but he thinks that there's where things are going. This is very important to take into consideration when you hear everything that he has to say about the second stimulus check. Also, what Larry Kudlow said is in direct contradiction to what the Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said last week about the second stimulus check, and the fact that it's not going to be more targeted and that it is a fair and effective way to get money to the people and to stimulate the economy. In the end, we circle back to the same thing. What power do you think that Larry Kudlow has over what's going to be in the next stimulus package? Or what power do you think that the White House officials that are skeptic about the second stimulus check have over what's going to be in the next stimulus package? Look, President Trump is aware that a second stimulus check with his name on it is going to improve and increase his chances of re-election in November. Do you think that Larry Kudlow is more likely to keep his job if the president is going to be re-elected, or if the president is not going to be re-elected? I will let you answer that one. In the end, Larry Kudlow and the White House officials are just part of the president's administration. And when things hit the fan and they realize that the president needs extra support when it comes to a re-election, they will do whatever it takes to make that happen, even if that's going to mean that they have to advise the president on passing a second round of stimulus checks, or to advise on the next stimulus package in such a way that the Republicans take action to increase and improve the chances of the president to be re-elected in November. Of course, we can never take anything for granted, and this is just my point of view on the situation at hand. Until there's black ink on paper about a second stimulus check, all we can do is assess the probabilities, which is what we actually do in life and with our investments anyway. there's nothing sure. You don't know if you wake up tomorrow or not. All you can do is to assess the probabilities of what's going to happen if you make a certain decision. Also, the health crisis that created this entire thing in the first place, and the need for a first stimulus check and the probabilities for a second stimulus check, it seems that is getting a little bit worse right before a decision about what's going to be in the next stimulus package is going to be made. And if things get worse, of course it's going to change what's going to be in the next stimulus package and how the next stimulus package is going to look. In the end, it's up for debate what's going to be in the next stimulus package, and probably they don't even know what they want to include in the next stimulus package, besides the things that are already clear that are going to be in the next stimulus package, like the liability protection for businesses and probably payroll tax cuts. But as it looks right now, the chances of a second stimulus check are still very high, and of course it could be targeted, it could not be targeted, it could be $1,200 or it could be less, and coupled with an extension of unemployment benefits in the lower amount. The options are endless, but the chances of having another direct payment are still very high. Alright everyone, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you found some value in this video. If you did so, please give this video a like and consider subscribing if you want to join the family, if you want to learn more about personal finance and investing and be up to date with the stimulus news. I know this video was a bit more in depth and focused on analyzing things from a different perspective, but if you enjoyed it, feel free to just smash the like button. And until next time, take care, have a wonderful day, and don't forget that you are amazing.